Afghanistan, and India. Discovery also moving into sunrise. As it moves into sunrise, again above Russia.
Alright, Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Makakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and the few sisters out there. Unto the Israelite foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. Quick show through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. Long brothers be edified. And a few sisters out there. I was just, through the spirit, sometimes you gotta just rewatch certain things or get in the spirit. For a long period of time, I wanted to do this. I wanted to watch this thing over again. Just to watch it, just be in the spirit. And I was watching it. I was watching it this evening, the whole thing nonstop. Now that's the Ten Commandments with Charleston Heston, that devil, and everything like that. And there's so much. I guess they call it Easter eggs in this particular movie. Even at the last scene, the very, very last scene, when he as Moses is saying goodbye to everybody. And if you really pay attention to the very last scene, he's in a distance, but when you look at his face was dark, but you can see the white, his beard and everything like that. Like simple things like that. It shows you these devils knew from the get-go that they never was who they was claiming to be. It's a good film as far as, something that's biblical. That's something, this is this one thing that's missing in America today, the fear of the Most High. But overall, it was a fabricated lie that showed that these people, the people that's playing us they're not us. All right. But overall, like I said, I like watching that movie, even though I know it's not true or not. Color is a very important thing, but that's not what I really want to do. Show them about. This is the main thing. Jeremiah 16. I'll start at 14. It says, Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. And that's why they have that particular film. That film is based upon a historical event that took place. And with this historic event that took place is remembered to this very single day. That's over, I think, like 5,000 years ago. If I'm not mistaken, 4,000 or 5,000 years ago. It's a very long time, but that's something that is etched and sketched into the minds of the people. All right? And how great that film was, and great the theatrics, the acting, and so forth. That was based upon real history, a real event. Okay? A real event that took place. Even to this day, they have we have a Passover, which they call it Easter. All right, it's based upon this event that took place. So that this thing that happened was an everlasting thing, but the Lord said, "I'm gonna outdo this." All right, and when you watch when you read it for yourself, and you watch the film, you see the theatrics, especially the best part of the whole film. When Moses, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, opened the Red Sea, just to see that, and how the Lord kept Pharaoh and his army at bay, and making sure every Israelite got to the other side. That even for, I believe it came, when this movie came out, 1956, I believe. Even for that time period, that was great. That was a great scene that can never be matched ever again. However, this is why the next verse makes a lot more sense. Because the Lord is about to outdo that. All right. And there, verse 15. But the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north. And where's that? That's talking about here in America. This what's going to happen. The delivery that's going to take place is going to it's going to surpass any deliverance that ever took place in the history of humankind, so to speak. All right. It says, and from all the lands, whether he had driven them, I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. And how the Lord is going to deliver us? Well, I was going to bring this out later, but sorry. Wisdom of Solomon 5, I start at 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as afflicted him, and made account for his labor. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they could look for. And hey, Spur had it when the brother had sent it in the chat. I'm gonna check it out tomorrow because I was busy watching this about the the UFO documentary that was in Showtime. All right. And people can't fathom, they can't wrap their mind around what is these things that's in the skies doing the things that can never be duplicated. Well, that's the salvation of the nation of Israel. That's going to be the strangeness. All right. That's going to be the greatest deliverance in the history of man. All right. It says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish and spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom they had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. We fools counted his life madness and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High, and his lot is among the saints? All right, because the Lord is going to deliver the nation of Israel gloriously, man. And I'm definitely gonna bring this out. Baruch 5, I'm starting on 1. Say, put off, O Jerusalem, the garment of mourning and affliction, and put on the comeliness of the glory that cometh from the Most High forever. Cast about thee a double garment of righteousness which cometh from the Most High, and set a diadem on thine head of the glory of the everlasting. For the Most High will show thy brightness unto every country under heaven. For thy name shall be called of the Most High forever. The peace of righteousness, the glory of the Most High's worship. Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look upon towards the east, and towards the children. And behold, thy children gathered from the west unto the east by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing and remembrance. For they departed from thee on foot, and were led away of their enemies. But the Most High will bring them unto thee, exalted with glory, and the children of the kingdom. And how is that? By the chariots. We left the west coast of Africa and we're all parts of the world where we were scattered abroad. All right, where the Lord sent us in a dishonorable fashion. All right, very dishonorable fashion. Something that can never be matched. And when we go back, we're not going back in Delta or JetBlue or any of that man-made nonsense. We're going back in glorious style. The strangers of our salvation, which is what? The chariots of Israel. All right? The same chariots they have in documentaries, and the Pentagon is omitting that these chariots are real. You know? These are the vehicles that's going to deliver us and bring us to our own land. All right? This is what the Lord promised, man. We are going back in style. We left dishonorable. We coming back in style. It says, for the Most High have appointed that every high hill, banks of long continuance, shall be cast down, and the valleys lifted up, to make even the ground, that Israel may go safely in the glory of the Most High. Which let me get this one. Amen. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is with us. He's going to deliver us. He's going to bring us home in style. All right. Ezekiel 36. And the whole chapter is bad. The whole chapter is bad. I'll start at 8. 8. But ye, O mountains of Israel, ye shall shoot forth your branch and yield your fruit to my people of Israel, for they are at hand to come. For behold, I am for you, and I will turn unto you, and ye shall be tilled and sown. I will multiply men upon you, and all the house of Israel, even all of it. And the city shall be inhabited, and the waste shall be built. And I will multiply upon you men and beasts, and they shall increase and bring fruit. And I will settle you after your old estate, and will do better unto you than at your beginnings. So the way we got the land, the way we was established at our peak when King David, Solomon was in power, we're going to surpass all of that. We're going in glory, and the land and everything is going to be in synergy. Everything is going to be in harmony. All right. We coming back in style. We coming back in our godlike state. Yeah, I will cause men to walk upon you, even my people Israel, and they shall possess thee, and thou shalt be thy inheritance, and thou shalt no more henceforth bereave them of men. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, because they say unto you, thou land devours up men, and have bereaved thy nations. Therefore thou shalt devour men no more, neither bereave thy nations any more, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Neither will I cause men to hear in thee the shame of the heathen anymore. And this is talking about the land. This is everything. Neither shall they bear the reproach of my people anymore. Neither shall thou cause thy nations to fall anymore, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, when the house of Israel dwell in their own land, they defiled it by their own way, and by their doings their way was before me as uncleanness of a removed woman. Wherefore I poured out my fury upon them for the blood that they had shed upon the land, and for the idols wherewith they had polluted it. And I scattered them among the heathen, and they were dispersed through the countries according to their way, according to their doings. I judged them. And this is the history. This is why we are going to receive the things that we're going to receive, because the Lord made He deliberately did these things to us as a sign to let us know who we are, especially at the latter end. All right. And no Israelite is supposed to be in that land right now. True Israelite. And we're not. Some small sect of Israelites are there. But the Lord's going to either remove them or destroy them. However means the Lord does it. But let me read on. It says, and when they entered unto the heathen, whether they went, they profaned my holy name. When they had said to them, these are the people of the Lord, and I have gone forth out of the land, but I had pity for my holy name. This is what the Lord is doing. It's for his name's sake, which the house of Israel had profaned among the heathen, whither they went. Therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, I will do not this for your sakes, O house of Israel, but for my holy name's sake, which you have profaned among the heathen, whither you went. I will sanctify It said, and I will be sanctified greatly. Sorry, I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathen, which you have profaned in the midst of them. And the heathen shall know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, save the Lord. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. For I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of the countries, and I will bring you into your own land. So we're not going to go and land ourselves. The Lord is going to bring us there ourselves. All right? The Lord is going to bring us there. Revelations 21:1, it says, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, but the first heaven and the first earth were passed away. Talking about the rulership. All right? Who's ruling this land? Who's ruling this time? Esau, Edom. For he's the end of the world, and we're the ones who are coming next. All right? So their rulership is going to be destroyed. Their heavens, their earth, everything. All right? The earth is still going to be abided. Certain places in the earth is going to be destroyed. And there was no more sea, no more of this multi people. All right? That's what the sea represents. And John saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And that's not talking about heaven being built in heaven. It's talking about the nation of Israel. All right. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people. So not only are we going to have a magnificent rescue, we're going to be in one with our Lord. All right, with the Most High, with Yahushua. This is the greatest thing. That's why what happened in Egypt is going to be, the things that's going to happen now is going to surpass what happened in Egypt, because the laws and statutes and commandments is going to be in our inward parts. All right, it's not going to be in stone like it was in that film, and like it was in the past. All right, it's going to be within us. It says, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them, and be their God. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And that's how you know this is the end, because this is the last time we will shed tears. We're going to suffer the pains that we're going to suffer. This is it. This great adventure of being Israelite in hell is almost over. All right. The more this man pushes his narrative, and more he's doing his unrighteous dealings and so forth, coming down the pipe, the more the chariots are showing the ultimate battle, the ultimate war is going to be at hand. Yes, there will be casualties, but we have to look at it like this. The elect is going to make it. And if the elect makes it, all Israel makes it. All right? Because Israel is going to be blessed through the elect. So as long as you are Israelite, from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you are blessed. In verse 5, it said, and he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new, which means kainos, which is mean renew. And he said unto me, write, for these words are true and faithful, meaning it will happen. It will come to fruition. So with that being said, I hope you brothers edify. Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. The events that's going to take place is going to surpass the events that took place in the land of Egypt. And the Lord is going to deliver us with the greatest delivery in man, in the history of man. And we will be one with our Lord. So that being said, shalom to the elect of the nation. Shalom.